Hey everyone, welcome to GoLocal Live, the Navigant Credit Union Broadcast Center. I am happy to welcome Alanna Serviss. She is a Providence College senior. Alanna, how are you doing?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, this is awesome. So thank you for joining us. We're chatting today about the outstanding Providence College women's hockey team for the 7th straight week. The team is nationally ranked. So according to the U.S. College Hockey Online and USA Today College Hockey polls, PC women's hockey was ranked number 8 and number 9 in the rankings, and that was of December 12th, I believe was the last day of the rankings. So, Alanna, we wanted to chat with you today just about the team, a little bit about what people can look forward to, some of the goals, and then a little bit about what the team does within the community because a lot of stuff going on. So, talk to me, you guys are headed into holiday break, just a little bit about what the team mentality is like as you head into holiday break, ranked nationally for the 7th straight week.
Well, this year has been something like I've never seen personally. We've done better this year. I don't think we've ever been nationally ranked in the 4 years that I've been here. And being nationally ranked for 7 weeks in a row is really incredible. And we've consistently moved up little by little. We started at 10 and we're bumped up to 8, which is really exciting. And I was just talking to my coach earlier. We've got the next half of our season is going to be pretty difficult, but we've got a good break beforehand. And we just had a good first half of the season, and everybody's ready, going home, get some good rest, and get ready to do it all over again.
Yeah, it must be exciting to be able to have a little bit of a break, but what is it like for you to take some time to reflect on just what's happened, how you've played, and then push forward for the second half of the season?
Going home is a good thing everybody gets to be away from the rink and away from the team for a bit. So it's a really good time to kind of hone in on what you can do on your own. We talk about that as a team a lot. Breaks like these are when teams really pull through in the second half of the season, or they fall off of the high stakes that they've kind of built up for themselves. So it's kind of up to everybody else what they do when they go home. If they're training, if they're skating, what they're focusing on. If they're laying around eating pie all day long, or just a couple times, and we get our workout packets from our trainer, and it's kind of up to us to do it ourselves. But we've got a very dedicated team, and everybody's really, everybody wants to make themselves better to make the team better, and it's a really great atmosphere to have.
That's amazing. What is it like for you to be with these women and to be nationally ranked?
Honestly, it's pretty inspiring. From my freshman year, we were nationally ranked. We were pretty much in the bottom of our conference. We've just had a rough couple of years, and every year since I've been here, our freshmen have been incredible, and the team chemistry and the team atmosphere has just been so much more positive and so much more caring and about each other and about our community, as we'll talk about later. But it's just kind of everything kind of came together in the past couple of years, the past 2 years. Really, the team, just everybody clicks and everyone really supports each other, and it's a really great environment to be in.
That's outstanding and good to hear about, because I know part of being a team is being a really cohesive unit, and if you can't click together off the ice, how are you going to click together on the ice?
Right.
What are some of the goals that you have personally? You play goalie. What are some of the goals that you have personally as you move forward throughout the season?
Me personally, currently we have 4 goalies, so we've got one from Germany. So for me, it's a lot of just doing what I can to make everyone else better as a goalie. The harder the goalies compete in practice, the harder it is for everyone else to score, and the better everyone gets. So it's just, staying dedicated as much as I can and giving my best as much as I can. And that's what everybody's goal is, but especially goalies is, we battle as much as we can in practice to kind of keep everybody else battling. And it seems a little crazy, but it's really fun.
Sounds like a good time. What are some of the team goals as you move forward? Did you set goals in the beginning of the season and now you kind of work your way through, or what are some of the team goals that you all have?
Well, our goal, I believe it was the same goal as last year. We wanted to win Hockey East. Unfortunately, we didn't get there last year. We lost in playoffs, and that's kind of been the goal from the beginning of the year. We've sat down, had a conversation. We kind of moved past winning Hockey East, and we want to go straight. We're focusing on getting to the national tournament because I think it's because we as a team really believe that we can win Hockey East and we can get to the national tournament, so we want to focus on the highest point that we can get to. So it's something that we talk about a lot, what this next game means to us, what we can do, how it's going to help us. And it really helps to have something that we can all focus on and kind of work towards together, rather than just, oh, we got to win this game. It's, we got to win this game because it's going to push us here, and then we've got this game after that, and it kind of keeps us all on the same path.
I think so. I was reading this article today. It was by one of the same, that organization that does part of the polls that has ranked your team, this article by USCHO. Mm-hmm. It had a Santa wish list for all of the teams in hockey, and it said, did you see this?
No.
Oh, okay. So it said, it had a wish list, and for PC it says, PC isn't picky, it wants an NCAA bid. So we have you here as a member of the PC women's hockey team. I'm just kind of wondering maybe what your Santa wish list is. Maybe, is it different from goals that you set? Like, what's on your Santa wish list?
Well, I was actually we were just talking, my coach Mel and I, about how great it would be if we got a bid, but the chances of, we don't want to leave it to chance.
Yeah.
That, we are ranked high, and 8 teams do go to the NCAA tournament, but they also take the winner from every conference, and those teams go to the NCAA tournament. So say there's 8 teams, and one conference doesn't have a representative in the top 8 right now. Once their team wins the conference, they bump someone out of that top 8, and they go to the NCAA tournament. So if we're stuck at 8, that could be us. So we don't want to just leave it to chance that, we're hanging in the top 10, we're slowly moving up. We want to win Hockey East, we want to guarantee our spot in the tournament. If we don't do that and we do get a bid, that's equally as great, but we just want to secure it as much as we can. I think that's definitely the wish list.
The wish list.
Yeah.
The wish list. And it's BC that's on top right now, right? Boston College?
Yeah, we like to
it's
say
been tough with them this year, right?
Yeah, we like to say we're tied with them. They've got an extra game than we do right now played, so technically they're ahead of us, but if you take away that one game, we're tied for first.
All right, so we're out to get BC.
Yeah, we are.
BC and BC. All right, and when you return, you're up against Brown. So coming back from the holiday break, January 2nd, going against Brown University in the Mayor's Cup. But what are that's kind of fun, right? Is there like a little bit of division, like Providence rivalry with that? What are kind of expectations in the Mayor's Cup?
You would think, because it's like a crosstown game, but the majority of us have, like, one of my old teammates that are on the team. A lot of us know the girls on the team, so it's more just fun to play someone that we don't usually play in conference, but they're so close to us, so it's a lot of the girls that we know, so it's more fun to be there and just play each other.
Yeah, there might even be some roommates.
Yeah.
Kind of fun. Don't give any of our plays away, anything like that.
Yeah.
I think that's neat. Let's talk a little bit about some of the work that you've done. Actually, before we get to that, I do want to talk about what atmosphere is kind of like on campus. Is anybody excited or engaged with the fact that the team is nationally ranked? A lot of credit goes out to PC basketball or men's hockey. Is there an atmosphere of excitement surrounding the fact that the women's team is nationally ranked?
I think yes. It's kind of something we've seen shift throughout the years that I've been here. Our athletics as a whole has kind of gone up. Like, our soccer teams have done really incredible. Our volleyball team this year, they started off the year 11-0. Like, they did incredible. So just historically, our focus, because there's such, they have such a big fan base, the men's hockey and the men's basketball do. Historically, that's where the most of the marketing and stuff like that goes to. But with all of our other sports just doing so well, you see the athletic department get more excited, and the students get more excited, and everybody else kind of talks about it a little more. We've had more people come up to us and be like, "You guys are top 8, that's so great." Yeah. And I have a professor that in class, he goes, every time he goes to the roster and he gets my name, he goes, "You guys used to be really bad, didn't you?" I was like, "Yes, we did." We're here now. He's like, "Why was that?" I was like, "I don't really know what to tell you, but we're doing pretty well now."
That's really funny.
I know.
Not one to mince words, that professor.
No, in the middle of class, to everybody. It was like, okay, bright red.
Oh, that just struck my funny bone. Sorry. Okay. Yeah. I mean, what would you say to other female athletes out there that are interested, whether it's hockey players or whatever, volleyball players, soccer players, lacrosse player, whatever it is, field hockey, whatever it might be. What would you say to them? Because not a lot of attention is there's not always a lot of attention focused on female sports.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say to them? Any interested, whether they're interested in going to school and playing college athletics, or what would you just say to up and coming female athletes out there?
I say do it. Go as far with it as you possibly can. When I was young personally, I played hockey, and where I was from, it wasn't in Chicago. There wasn't a ton of hockey in general, much less for girls. So I started playing boys for a while. I think it was the best thing for me. I think it completely shaped me to be who I am now. If I could go back, I wouldn't do it in a single different way. I think sports is the most incredible thing for girls to do. It teaches you just toughness, and you're right up there with the boys. No matter how much they tell you that their game is harder and their game is stronger and boys are anatomically stronger, that may be true, but our games are different, and I just think we're right up there with them. And every year you see girls sports are getting more and more recognition, and just women in general getting more and more recognition, and I think it's really admirable to see, and more young girls are starting to play the more historically manly sports, and we've got we've got a women's team here created by one of our PC alumni, actually, the Rhode Island Sting, and we do clinics with them, and it's great to see how many more girls are now getting involved in the manly sports and just sports in general, because I think it's in one of the best ways to really shape who you are as a person.
Definitely agree with you. Let's talk a little bit about the work that Providence College women's hockey team does within the community. Your coaches really encourage that strong service work. Each year, the women on the team bring projects and causes that are meaningful to them. Talk to me a little bit about what's happening with the team this year. It's cause near to your heart, and then we'll talk about some of the other things that the team's worked on in the past.
Well, we have a community service group on our team, and like you said, every year we come together, we have our meetings. We kind of go off of the things we did last year, what worked, what we want to change, what we want to stick doing, any new ideas. And this all it started around my sophomore year, I believe. Like, all teams do community service, the athletic department as a whole does community service, but we really honed in on it with my old roommate who graduated last year, Ari Buxman. And she was one of the most passionate people in terms of community service that I've ever met. And it was so inspiring to work with her, and she just wanted to help everybody she possibly can. And anybody who's met her will tell you the exact same thing. She would do anything for anyone else. And it was our team got that mentality, and everybody wanted to see how much community service we could really do, and how much of a difference we can really make in our community around us, and it was really great, and we continue to do it as much as we can.
That's amazing. Talk to me a little bit about give some examples of what you've been doing. I've heard I've seen pictures on Twitter and stuff like that. Just outreach, you've hosted clinics, outreach within the community, doing coat drives, toy drives, that kind of thing. Talk to me a little bit about that.
Well, like I said, the Rhode Island Sting is a local girls hockey team. We do clinics with them every Wednesday. They practice at our rink, and we have 5 players every Wednesday go out and run their clinics and just interact with them, and we've done that all this semester. We did it last year, and it was great. The girls love it, and we love to do it, to interact with them, and it's really fun. Yesterday we did something called Adopt a Family, which is probably one of our biggest things that we've done. And we partnered with the athletic department. This was started by Ariana Buxman. It was something she had done at her boarding school, and she was like, around Christmas time at my boarding school, we found this shelter, and they do this program where needy kids send in a wish list, and their parents get these gifts anonymously donated to them. So she went out and she found a place called the Da Vinci Center in Providence, which is who we work with now. We're on our 3rd year of doing it, and we helped 130 kids this year.
Wow.
And when it started, it was a lot lower than that. I wanted to say we helped 50 kids because it was initially just our team. We were just going to do it ourselves. And we kind of brought it to SAC, who's the Student Athlete Advisory Council. It's kind of like our athletic department, community service group kind of thing, and we brought it to them, and we were like, do you guys want to help out with us? And every year, more and more people have helped out, and they just, unfortunately, I couldn't go yesterday to bring the gifts. I had a group meeting, but they delivered all of the gifts to the Da Vinci Center, and everybody wrapped them, and it's an incredible thing that every year we just take more and more kids, and more coaches want to help out, and more faculty want to help out, and it's not just the teams, and the teams want to take more kids than they took last year, and they want to get them better presents than last year, and it's a really incredible thing that I have no doubt that it'll keep going once I'm gone, obviously, and that it'll keep growing, and it's really great. Yeah,
that's amazing. So you're headed home for holiday break, and then come back for the Mayor's Cup, and then eventually hockey season's going to wind down. What are your plans when you're done and graduated? Do you have plans?
I don't have a ton of plans.
What's next then?
Next is relaxation. I want to take some time to kind of relax. Being an athlete, being in college in general is a grind, and being an athlete definitely adds to it. So I think it'll be good to just be home in Chicago and relax and just take some time away from an office setting or a classroom.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you. And then go from there.
Yeah.
Good for you. Alanna, I want to say thank you so much for joining us today. If you're interested in any more information, Providence College Women's Hockey has a great Twitter account. There's Instagram too, right?
Yeah.
Is there Instagram?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you can follow them on Twitter or Instagram, get more news information there, and of course we'll have information on our website, GoLocal Prov, as well. So thanks again for joining us. We're wrapping up here in the Navigate Credit Union Broadcast Center. Kate Nagel joins us here in just a few moments for news and politics. She has a packed show for you this afternoon, so make sure you tune in at 4. I'm Molly O'Brien. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for